On Labor Day in our country, my family and I drove to a small island in Western Guangdong. I have been there many times, so many as I can even remember the highway names that pass through the two places. The lucky thing on public holidays is that all highways are driving free, and it is more than 1,000 kilometers back and forth. It saves almost $200. The services area you see and instant noodles are all facilities with Chinese characteristics. When driving out of the border between Jiangxi and Guangdong, it suddenly rained heavily. It was a big and anxious one. Fortunately, since the heavy rain, the sky of Hailing Island was smeared with blue feather, just like in a dream color. There was no accidental traffic jam on May 1st. It seems that this small island near the sea is getting more and more popular. The morning on Hailing Island was very quiet. You can taste the slightly humid sea breeze on the balcony. When we went out on the first day, it was overcast. We went from Nanchun village to Jiapo town for breakfast. On the way we'll pass through the forest hills and the beach near the South China Sea. They usually like a zoom blue, like the color of the sea. But on a rainy day, the sky looks like it has been painted again, bleaching the original blue with Kelly gray. We arrived at the Jiapo town in about 15 minutes. No matter which city in Guangdong Province, China, morning tea is an indispensable part of its cultural genes. It is not so much a way of eating, because of the passage of time and region. People also give morning tea more social attributes. Every time we come to Jiapo town, we'll choose this tea restaurant. The setting saturation in the lobby also shows that this is a typical Cantonese shop from another angle. One way for Chinese people to say whether a store is typical is to observe whether there are many locals or foreigners who come to the store. If it is the former one, then it must be very typical. I'm not Cantonese, but from the perspective of the field, it is indeed typical to sit with a group of grandpa and grandma who speak Cantonese in Yangjiang accent and having morning tea together. In addition, the Cantonese culture have given me a lot of impacts from regional differences. I regret this impact as a Chinese task understanding, and it represents our tolerance, diversity, and intelligent creativities.
To cry my troubles away in the town of broken dreams. The streets are filled with regret. Maybe down in lonesome town I can learn to forget.
After the meal, we went to catch the sea like the locals. Instead of going out to fish, we went to the town seafood market to select and purchase the fruits of local fishermen salvaged by the sea. The market in Jiapo has a very rich variety of seafood, which can mostly contain all kinds of seafood you have eaten. Raw oyster, prawns, raw mouse. These are mineral-rich food you can buy as much as you want. And even come across some stranger things. Anyway, I can't name them. In Chinese old saying, there is a concept of one side of water feeds one side people, which means that people who have lived in a certain area for a long time will be different from each other because of the unique local environment. In my opinion, this market is a tip of the iceberg to explain this concept. Hailing Island relies on the sea to obtain the benefits that the sea brings to people, with plenty of sunshine and humid climate, which makes the local people and the scenes exude a tropical atmosphere while maintaining the cultural temperament of Guangdong. The weather gradually cleaned up and there were more tourists on the road. On the way back, we passed the 10-mile Silver Beach observation dock. The beach is surrounded by mountains on three sides, with a total length of 9.7 kilometers and a coastline of 16.5 kilometers, which is even included in the Guinness Book of World Records. The air here is fresh, the sand is clean and uniform, and the water is transparent. It is one of the real clean beaches in China.
Chasing a rolling star. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
While the scenery is impressive, Hailing Island also reveals its profound cultural heritage. This 5A-level tourist spot named the Guangdong Maritime Shipyard Museum is a museum with the theme of excavating, protecting, exhibiting, and studying the Shang shape Nanhai No. 1 in the Song Dynasty. Behind this historical facility there are many interesting stories. In 1987, the Guangzhou Salvage Bureau and the British Ocean Exploration Company discovered the Song Dynasty ship by accident in a sea area more than 13 miles away from Hailing Island in Yangjiang City, and then discovered that the Asian ship was sailing out of China when going to Singapore, India, and Southeast Asia to conduct overseas trade accidentally in distress. Due to its unique historical and cultural value, the local area studied the construction of the museum in 2004 and opened to the public in 2009. The exhibits in the collection include cultural relics such as gold monument, Chinese ceramic, and Song Dynasty lacquerware. In 2019, researchers have achieved initial results in the cleaning of the cargo ship, and a total of about 118,000 fine cultural relics have been unearthed. For tourists, the museum also has a lot of entertainment content for children to watch, and they can learn a lot of historical knowledge during the play. It can be said this is a rare place for all ages. In general, this museum has a wealth of hard knowledge and fun. Let's be more romantic. If Hailing Island is the crown of Yangjiang City, then Nanhai No. 1 is the bright jewel on the crown.